In this video, I'm going to show you guys a lot of cool tips and tricks on launch site. Also, I'm doing some research on the algorithm. Could everyone go comment Rust tips and tricks? So look at this pebble here, and then look at the upper window, and then just go up a bit. The whole point of this is to kill people who are camping the heli tower in launch site. You can just chuck grenades in and they won't have any chance to fight back. So I recommend bringing F1 grenades with you when you're going to launch site nowadays. And you can see on every corner there was a person and they're all dead. Now this is the second place where I've been looking around with F1 grenades. So it's the building next to the recycler building, and you hug the bottom right of this box, and then you look at the upper window, like right there, and then you just spam him. This will kill the most common spot where people hold this building from, and they won't have any chance to fight back. They'll be dead instantly. You can also use the garage to your right here. You can chuck grenades under this. They do get stuck sometimes on it, but they still kill it because somehow Rust physics, I guess. So yeah, it works the other way around as well. And wait, let me spawn a person to show you guys. So you just spawn one here, and then you go to the other side, and you just chuck it. Even if it gets stuck right in the middle, it'll still kill the person right next to the garage door. So that's pretty cool. And some more common spots on this building. So you can just chuck them below the garage, like this. Just one on the right side, one on the left side. And now if you go inside and check, they're all both dead. So F1 grenades are really good. When playing around with F1 grenades, I might have found the most useful one. So this is on top of a recycler building, and let's say someone's recycling, so you can just chuck a grenade right between those roofs and they'll die. It's really weird, just face punch lacking off, but there's pretty much a hole here that you could just chuck grenades through. Now, in both heli towers, actually in all heli towers in Rust, there are like these metal plates that you can just shoot through. As you can see here, I'm just looking through it, and let's say there's an enemy and you just shoot him in the head. And there's one outside as well that you can shoot through, just like that. Now, most of you know this wall jump here, but did you know that there's a way to get out as well on the back, and one on the other side as well? So these are really good if someone's chasing you and you want to get out quick. Now, this is a pretty cool one. I've used this. I know it's pretty scummy, but like, let's say you want to go loot green crate, and there's a guy just sitting there. There's nothing you can do. You won't see the guy unless you're aware of the spot. Now, this is a pretty funny one. The first time I found out about this was when I died to it. So what you do is you take a rocket launcher and you splash on the roof. So this is really situational, something to do with Bradley usually, but it is really really good because it's just an insta kill pretty much. And this is how to get on top of the cobalt building, if you were wondering. Some of you might not know. Now I'm going to show all the different ways to get down from different buildings from launch site without taking any damage pretty much. And this is the first cobalt building. Now I'm going to show you the second cobalt building. It's pretty much the same thing. You just make sure to hug the walls with W. That is probably the best tip I can give you. And you just go down normally, just like that. Now the building next to recycler, there's not much here. And now the most interesting one, I'd say this one is the rocket. You can hug the corners of these and just go down really fast without taking any damage. So I recommend doing that. Also, the red keycard building, this is probably the most useful one. So what you do is you sprint, jump, and hold W against the wall. Make sure that you do it right, or test it out on a sandbox server before you do it, because I don't want you guys to die. Actually, make sure to check most of these stuff out, like on a sandbox server. So yeah, this is how you get down pretty much. Extra cool thing that there's a tower here. I don't know if you guys knew you can climb it, but I don't know why Facepunch added it, because you can get to the top almost. It's just nothing there really. This is a pretty cool one as well. You can use a bolty here as well, but I recommend using the L96. So what you do is go to the building next to recycler. You can scope in, and the people in the heli tower, you can shoot their feet because there's like no hitbox there. I don't know why they did this, but you know the normal thing in Rust, right? And to show you guys this works as well, I'll just go here and show you they're down, both of them. Wait, hold up, let me kill this guy. Cool. Now I saw Mr. Now I saw this by. Now this is how you take Bradley. It's a really weird way, but this was my first attempt at it. So make sure to put your grenade just a little bit in front of you, not above you, because you'll die. Okay, now this is my second attempt. You look at this metal sheet on the main building, and you go up, and you chuck grenades. Make sure they're a little bit ahead of you, and Bradley won't come to your right. It'll just stay there, and you can just abuse it really easily. So you just spam these. It'll take like a minute or two, but it's worth it because it's fairly cheap, and in an early game it's really good if no one has BPs. So this is how you do it. It's really good on wipe day, especially. It's like a few hundred scrap and you'll have it like right away. It gives you a lot of power early on. And boom. And that's proof that I did take damage, if you can check here. So you won't die. Now this is a place where I got almost grubbed. So you can just sit next to the door here and it's almost impossible to see, especially if you're crouching, so that's pretty cool. Always check these hobo barrels. I don't know why, but people put loot in them. And now this is the most useful place to take Bradley from. It is just really easy and it's really good, so it's hard to get countered from here as well. And this is the building next to Recycler. I don't know why this is still in the game. I guess it's cool, you can hold the double doors from there. Also, there's currently this glitch. I have no clue how you can get inside. I saw someone do it on a video, but I think you need a horse for this. Not quite sure, so give me a message. Now the my bad. Now the low grade refinery, you can just use this. I usually just put it on and keep it on. People don't really check it. Now the good old vents glitch. So pretty much there is these ventilations, and when you have your physics steps on 30 and you just look up, you can actually glitch through and see where everyone is. That's pretty cool. And it also works on both, like the other cobalt building as well. So you just go inside, you look up, and you jump. It's weird, but it is what it is. Now people said you should drink water in my video when looting the main building, but I'm strongly against this because I don't know if you guys knew, but the rats usually cap out at like 19 or 20. So there's really no point of drinking water because you're still going to take damage because it's so frequently you take radiation. So I usually just take bandages, and when I get down it's like only 20 rads. That's maybe the only time you want to use water. Now this is a cool place to get up. I saw Vilsey do it. It's just a, I don't know, a cool place to skip. Go subscribe. We're gonna beat Rust Academy.